Alexotos.
So nice. Oh my god, 9 with the tier 1 already? Okay. Oh my god, Unknown, you too with the tier 1? Yeetus with the tier 1 as well? What the heck? What's up, guys? How you guys doing? How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing fantastic. So nice.
18 months damn, been a fun journey for sure. Keep up the amazing
Thank you,
work.
Yeetus. I appreciate that. Thank you again, Unknown Corn. I appreciate you too, and also 9, much appreciation. Dude, it is I don't know, man. I'm exhausted today. I think we got me not so much, I don't think, but I can definitely feel a little something, but I don't know if it's like a little stomach bug or just something. I'm exhausted today and I could not explain why. I feel like I did some moving around today. I did like work today. Usually I'm like good to go around this time, but dude, I just feel drained. And like I was gonna go walk a whole bunch of packages to the postal office today too. Bro, I am just feeling so over moving right now. I don't know. I just want to like fall into my chair and melt later. How are you guys doing today? Hold on. While you guys answer that, I'm going to quickly go grab something to get some energy. One moment. Hello, everybody. Hi, Tiger. Hi, Tree Finger. Hi, Kana. Hi, Moose. Hi, Jishi. Good night, bro. Have a wonderful stream. Dude, thank you so much, John. I appreciate you. Voxel, what's going on? Checkmate. How's everyone doing? Transition time? Hell yeah, dude. It's going to be a good one today. Like I said, though, I am exhausted today, and bro, I don't know why. Just picked up CYL panels from Novel Keys. It's a good looking set. Honestly, it is. Yeah, dude, I played a little bit more of Diablo. I'm starting to come around to it now. At first, I was kind of disappointed, but I'm coming around now. I'm definitely feeling it. I'm liking it. I also want to show you guys one other thing too. The best transition is in Twitch S2. Dr. Killswitch, hello. Dude, Scala, what's going on? How you doing? Thank you so much for the Prime. What do you guys think of this set on the Orbit? What do you guys think of this set on the Orbit? Daifuku, is it pronounced? This is kind of cute, right? I want your guys' thoughts. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I was kind of impressed with this set. This is the silver, so I guess they called it a weird name. I don't remember, but Orbit sounds so good, dude. I need to take a few pictures of this. That's why I'm not using it today. But I also need to switch it back to the brass weight. Is it Moonlight? Yeah, it's Moonlight. Guys, I also swapped the Unicorn. No more Serica on Unicorn. I actually use PBT keycaps. I'm not 100% sold on the PBT sound. It's a lot more glassy than ABS, which I don't know if I love. But dude, this set on the Unicorn looks so good. Doesn't it? V-Dub. Thank you so much for the tier 1.
Good evening, sir. I'm blessing you with another month of my presence, Alexotos.
It's a weird sound, the PBT one. And dude, I'm glad you're out here every month, V-Dub. Hope you're having a good day. It's been okay. How are you guys all doing today? I feel like today's stressful for a lot of people, including myself. I feel like everyone's feeling a little bit of stress today. Everyone's feeling a little bit of it. If you try Serica on the Shelby next week, oh yeah, dude, now that it's off, 100% I can try it. Any word on the Win Z75? I think it's this Sunday I'm doing it, right? For some reason, I thought I was doing an X75, and then I got corrected. And I guess I picked the wrong letter. It's the Z75. I think it's this Sunday, right? Pretty positive. Maybe it's this hazy weather. Sorta. Dude, it's weird. I also feel like out of breath today. Like, I feel so bad today. I don't know what it is, man. I just feel awful. Did I even ping the Discord server? I did not even ping the server. Jesus, dude. That's how like out of it I am. I am just feeling so bleh today. Like it feels awful. Alex, are you going to the Keeb Life meetup? I don't know yet. Considering it, but I think I would like to do some stuff here in Toronto. Not keyboard meetup stuff, but I don't know. I think I just want to get some stuff done before I do more like outside traveling. Because I also might be doing, I'm most likely going to the Novel Keys meetup in August. And I feel like that's a lot. It's for me anyways, like it's not the social aspect of things, it's just a lot of like moving around, not being able to like focus on what I'm doing. So favorite weapon in Apex? Bro, okay. I think my favorite combination of things where I feel like I just absolutely kill it is definitely going to be, what's that burst rifle? The Nemesis and the R99. I feel like that's such a bait combo. Like everyone's going to say that. But dude, the R99, I'm sorry, it's fucking broken, needs a nerf. That shit is so fucking strong. Even from a distance, if you can aim, that shit needs a nerf so bad. I want to love the R301, but I just feel like it's so bad right now. They need to shut that rapid ass gun down. Yeah, it's so broken. And then the other thing that I've been kind of enjoying too, if I can get my hands on it early game, is Flatline. Not my favorite for long range, but for like mid range, I feel like you can shred with that pretty nice. But the Nemesis is still too strong. I think the Nemesis and R99 are like absolutely broken guns, dude. They are completely broken. They need to be looked at. It is not fair, bro. Do you do any outdoor stuff like hiking or camping? When I was a little, I don't want to say younger. Well, when I was younger, I'm gonna just say it. I did do some outdoor stuff. Like I did more like nature things, but I'm talking, this is like years and years and years ago. Nowadays, I'm just trying to survive in the city, you know? The horizontal recoil throws me for a loop, yeah. But yeah, dude, right now the only games I'm playing are Apex, a little 7 Days to Die with some friends, and Diablo 4. Diablo 4 has been interesting. Like I said, I think I'm warming up to it now. Back when Apex came out? Yeah, back when Apex came out. A little Tim Keyless action there. Loving this still. This is just getting better every single day. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to mention to you guys. I don't think this also gets talked about enough. Keyboards kind of need a break-in period. I'm dead ass about that, bro. They kind of need like a few days, or just like a few days of like solid typing on them to like really get that sound profile in check. I really feel like they need it, dude. Like it's something to do with the switches. I don't know what it is. Also, is the music a good volume, guys? I'm like way out of it right now, so. But we are gonna be doing a really nice board today. How are you guys all doing though? How's Monday? How's the Monday blues treating everybody today? Everyone doing okay? Any interest in personal builds in the works? Music volume good, by the way. I have a cause that I'm doing dirty. That I'm probably going to be doing during the subathon that I'm going to be running. I have a whole bunch of other personal builds. Like I'm literally looking at a whole pile right now. Midway is something I need to rebuild as well. The snake from Parallel is something I want to rebuild just because I kind of regret putting those pre-lubed Ajaz switches in. I think I just wanted to try them, but I think those three are the main ones. Midway, Snake from Parallel, and then the Kaze. Insomnia struck hard. I'm hour like 23 and had to call into work. Oh, really? They were the green ones. I don't remember the exact name of them, Dirty, but they were green. So this is kind of cool. This is the, what's it called? This keyboard's so pretty, by the way. Okay, we'll take it out of this in a bit here. This is the wrist rest. Wait, did I use Akko or did I use Ajaz switches? I'm pretty sure I used Ajaz, didn't I? Oh, you know what? No, Dirty, I'm lying to you. It was Akko switches. I'm thinking of a totally different build. It was Akko. Was not Ajaz. Ajaz are actually pretty good. I like those fruit switches, the diced fruit switches. Pretty nice. But I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Who is that Apple VR thing for at 3.5K? You would be surprised. Hi, Kim Linwin. How are you doing today? Happy Monday. I haven't seen all the notes from that VR thing from Apple, but dude, people are willing to drop that money, man. You would be surprised. According to Disney, it's for your kids. Actually, I can see that. The iPad kids coming in clutch. Just, oh wait, where's the TKL one? The iPad kids coming in clutch, dude. Alright. Okay, I'm just gonna be safe. I don't love the texture of this, by the way. I think more and more that I use this Grove Made one, it's a little too rough compared to like the Keeb Matte
Hello,
ones.
Alex.
That's why I've been using double, so I don't scratch the boards or anything like that. There's so much stuff in here, by the way. I think they literally sent us like one of everything to test out. Okay, hold on. We need to figure out what we're doing here, how we're gonna tackle this today. The wrist rest comes in its own carrying case, yeah. So this is the transition from swag keys. So here's what I'm thinking with this board. I hope we have a hot swap PCB. So I'd like to try 1 or 2 plates tonight. Very pretty build. Oh my God, Keeb Matte. Please. Thank you, dude. I appreciate the 10 tier ones, man. Thank you, dude. My God, we got a lot of stuff in this box. Beautiful keyboard, though. Look at this thing. The back of this, to me, this is, you know, I know it's that whole cursive font, but it's not as aggressive and in your face. And I really love these. Dude, this is so, I don't even know what to call this, like these graduations of the curve here, the taper, whatever you want to call it. This is so pretty, man. It's such a pretty board. So these 2 pieces are stainless steel. I'm not sure what this is. I don't think it's stainless steel. I don't think it has quite the big heft for that, but I'll double check. Super pretty though. I think Not High sent me like a whole list of things that I was supposed to read, but I've unfortunately been like way too out of it today. Let me just double check some stuff. So let's read. The retail for this is going to be, for the beige, $365. So the one you see here, so this is beige. And then for the burgundy one, or silver, or navy, or black, it's $350. It's also going to be in stock, and that's not including a PCB. So it does not come with a PCB at that price. So let's just say, for the sake of talking, because I'm not too sure how much the PCBs are going to be, about 45 bucks for PCB if you want hot swap. Let's just say about 400 total. I'm looking at the Notion links. If you guys can type !build. Unfortunately, it suffers from one of my high-end grapes. No top design. You know, I don't disagree with that, Dirty. 100% don't disagree with that. Big gripe for me as well when it comes to TKLs. But thank you again, Keeb Matte. Honestly, the best, dude. Keeb Matte, I think, is working on a few new colors, hopefully, with the...
Alexotos
we've been talking about for the Keeb Mattes. So I have some high hopes for a color that I was talking to him about, because I don't know, I've been really into this kind of like stone kind of earthy colors lately. Beautiful stuff. Thank you, Meg. Appreciate the prime. So yeah, we got a whole bunch of that, and then it is maybe it's a stainless steel back weight. Yeah, maybe it is. And then we have a whole bunch of plates. Like, there is a shit ton of plates. Okay, let's just go through all the plates that we have here today. The burgundy is really nice too. All right, let's move this off to the side. I'm not going to use the wrist rest for now, just because I'm not really a wrist rest guy. So I'm just going to leave this to the side as well. Okay, we have, I don't know if it'll come with this. Let me double check. I don't know if they just sent that to me to use, but let's double check here. Let's see. No, it does not. Just double checking. WTKL. Interesting. I'm not sure if this is like a force brake kit or something like that. Not sure what that is, but this is the polycarbonate plate. This is pretty thick feeling. This is a very thick polycarb plate. Is this supposed to be like this? There's like a sandwich or some sort of sandwich plate too, right? Yeah, that's the PC sandwich plate, the 4mm thickness one. Interesting. I don't know if we'll use this today, but we also have an aluminum plate. I think that's the alley plate. Actually, is it? Might be the FR4 plate. We'll have to open some of these guys up. No, here's the FR4 plate. We have the FR4. Koala Gone Wild, thank you so much for the upgrade for the sub, man. Appreciate you. We got the Palm. We have the gasket mounted one. There's a top mounted one. So what I might have, because this is a lot of SKUs. We got some foams, which I don't know if we'll use today. I'm not going to judge yet, but there's a lot of plates for this. A lot of SKUs for plates. Now, luckily, the plates aren't that much for add-ons. But I think a piece of criticism I may have for this, again, I don't want to jump into this criticism yet, is might be a little overwhelming for people. Perhaps a better way to kind of like, oh yeah, we do have a hot swap PCB as well. So these are just 2 PCBs. A better way to kind of figure out that mounting style as well. Some gasket socks, which is nice. Some screws, which we'll leave this stuff in here for now. Daughter board, which we'll leave in here. We got some feet. More feet, just different color. And then some other sort of gasket socks. Okay, perfect. The foam is beige. It's matching foam. It is indeed. But yeah, very pretty looking keyboard. Creamy foam. Very creamy foam. Thoughts on the Zaku switches? A little overhyped, IMO. Zaku switches are a little bit overhyped. I feel like they're in line with a lot of long pole switches. I feel like all long pole switches, once you find the one you like, you kind of hype it up a little bit, right? Excited to finish what I need to do today because it's Diablo Day. Let's go, dude. Favorite factory loop switches right now? Oh shit, what's the company called? Who makes the, is it Aphelion? Am I pronouncing that right? Aphelion, I think, makes the best factory lube switches right now. None of them are perfect. I think they're the best because they can be, they're not skimping out on the lube. And then I think the Wuche Auroras come in second. The only, okay, hear me out. The only thing that Aphelion, or however you pronounce it, does sometimes wrong is the consistency is not 100%. It's like 90%. So you get the odd switch or two that's either way too much or just like not as much as you'd like. Aphelion, I feel like that. Okay. All right, we got our PCBs. So we have a solderable PCB. I think we'll use the hot swap today. Or actually, I don't know how do we want to do this. Alex, could you please explain what makes a long pole switch long pole and what it does? So the long pole switch, do I have a stem somewhere on my desk right now? I do. So see the stem right over here? See the end of the stem, this little pole? It's a little longer and makes the bottom out of this, like this, when you press down on the switch, kind of hit quicker. Right there, guys. See the bottom of that right there? And when it hits the inside quicker, it's a louder sound profile. Plus you get like that little bit of a quicker actuation, or what feels like a quicker actuation in some cases too. But a lot of people have been really preferring them just because the sound profile. Like I think for me, it's not even a feeling. Like I don't really notice the difference between a long pole and anything else. But we talking about poles? Yeah, we might be. Okay. So, I kind of, Not High asked me if we can show the PP plate, which I'm assuming is this guy. Actually, let me quickly message him because I just want to like confirm. Is the white plate? I hate writing these sentences. Like I literally just typed to him, is the white plate PP? I just look like if someone read my chat one day with some of the vendors, that's Palm. Oh shit, which one's PP? Is it this guy? Is it maybe this one here then? Or is this Alu? I can't tell. Oh no, this might be PP. Oh no, this is carbon fiber. No, this one would have to be PP. Do I not have a PP plate then? I think this is probably PP. I don't think I have a PP plate. This is polycarbonate for sure. I'm pretty positive it's PP. I need help finding my PP, guys. Can't find the PP? It's not in the case, is it? No. That's carbon fiber. This is FR4. That's foam. Well, that's as close as I have. I want to say I'm pretty positive. Oh, never mind. He just said, oh shit, just checked. White is PP. Okay, we got it. We found our PP. We got it, dude. Are we building with the CF plate? So, here's my thought process with this build. I want to do the PP plate. I want to start this off because Not High asked if we can also do the PP plate. I'm curious. I want to do the PP plate. But then if worst case scenario, like let's just say it's too soft or I don't know. Fuck, dude. Like, if someone didn't know we're talking about keyboards, I literally just said if the PP is too soft. Listen, guys, I don't even know what I'm going to do in the future. Like, this is... We'll get a little more of a stiff plate. If we don't like the soft PP. Stupid. I fucking love and hate this hobby, man. Oh my god, who doesn't like soft PP? I'm just gonna call it polypropylene. Fuck it, dude. I'm so tired of saying PP. So dumb, man. Let me just double check one thing. Oh no, actually, hold on. Do we want to do PC sandwich first? Let me ask which one we prefer. Do we want, oops, to do PC sandwich first or PP? Who likes the stiff PP? Oh my god. I mean, this kind of cool that it offers a whole bunch of different options. I feel like it's a little bit overwhelming for sure. But this is the thicker plate. Let's actually take a look at this one here. Lose the PP in cold water. Okay, let's do PC sandwich to start. And then we can swap off later. So look how thick this plate is, guys. So we're gonna do no foam. This could be really interesting, actually. This could be very, very interesting. It's been a while since I've used a really thick plate. I think, I hate saying this, but like back in the day, one of the more popular options for a few keyboards were really thick. I think like my Noxary has one. Really thick 4mm brass plates. Like look how thick this plate is. That's a thick boy. Very interesting. It's been a long time since I've had the pleasure of using one of these plates. Pretty crazy. Not as thick as you, Alex. Huh? Huh? I have tried unwipe. There's a handful of plate materials that I really don't care for. Unwipe was okay. I just didn't. I don't know. I couldn't rectify. I couldn't justify it at all. We're integrated like 5mm. I think so. Yeah. All right. Yeah, this keyboard's really pretty. Let's take another quick little look at this thing. Super pretty board. I really like this. That side profile is super, super hot too. It's definitely giving me a little bit of the, what was that other board called? The Shelby. A little bit of Shelby vibes, but I feel like this is a slightly more interesting design than the Shelby. I do agree with what Jinji said. I do think that a lot of the fun stuff is happening on the bottom. Like, you know what could have been really nice for this? You know how they have this like double blocker or whatever you want to call it, piece of weight here? That could have been super cool if they did something with like right over here with the silver and kind of carried on some of that design language on the front and the top. But if the target is to have like a very, very simplistic TKL from the top, I think this is definitely hitting the marker for that. Super pretty though. Super, super pretty. I need to lube some stabs now, so let's do that. But yeah, guys, I've just been playing Diablo on my spare time, doing a lot of work. I have so many photos to do this week. I had to redo all of my schedule this week too, because there were so many keyboard builds. I'm really hoping I don't feel like I'm burning myself out this week. Where's my... Here it is. Literally right in front of my face. That top design with the eyes was there for the first revision, but there were a lot of comments saying it was ugly. Really, QWERTY Pop? That's funny. I guess I would need to see it in person to really think if I liked it or something like that. That is funny that you mentioned that though. Let's grab this guy and let's loop some stabs. I prefer the name Shelby more than the transition. I don't think the name really bothers me at all, either way. What level are you in D4? I think I'm in my like the 30s. So I don't remember what level I am. Dude, the leveling in Diablo 4 is taking me forever. I feel like, I mean, I haven't really put in too many hours, I want to say. Man, it is a lengthy leveling process. Super lengthy. My thoughts just need a subtle engraving like a name or a monogram. Yeah, I mean, even maybe just transition over here. You know what? Not for nothing. I know I don't personally... I like simplistic tops. I always have. But in a world where there's a lot of simplistic top pieces, I get why you'd want to stand out too. Back, please? Yeah, let me flip it over for you guys too. Is there anything else in here? It's very simplistic. This really gets me though. I really like this. And they actually used feet that just plug in. And it is hiding 2 of the screws, so you'll still get to see 4. I love visible screws personally. I have played Destiny 2, but it's not that I don't like Destiny. It's just whenever I start Destiny, I really want to start raiding, and then raiding takes a lot of like coordination and then being in a guild, and so not quite my cup of tea these days. I don't like having to, I don't know, chase down groups and all that stuff. It is super fun to play solo. I think there's like a limit on how much you can play solo though. But yeah, I don't know. I've always enjoyed Destiny. I thought Destiny was a great game. It is a great game, not was. Let's lube some stabs, shall we, guys? I see a lot of people have been playing Star Wars though. More and more people, it feels like every day I've been playing Star Wars on my list of friends. Actually, let's grab our... I don't want to dirty this desk pad at all. Do I have a... You know what? I have another key mat. Fuck it. We'll use the other key mat as well. My current plan, I want someone to have a regularly made injection molded plastic top compatible with Heine PCBs for an Alps plate. Ooh, that'd be interesting. That'd be very interesting. I'm loving Star Wars, working on 100% of the game right now. Did you have any of those issues people are having with performance? Dude, I'm having performance issues with Diablo 4 right now. There are certain areas of the game where it breaks my game. Like, I have to reboot the game because it just makes everything stutter. Like, my entire computer stutter. It almost kind of feels like a memory leak of some sort, but it's only certain zones. Would people here sell all your keyboards for one-to-end game? No, I've kind of touched upon this a little bit. I feel like the idea of an end game anything is really backwards in my head because I don't want the hobby to end, right? So why would I want the thing that would be the last thing that I ever wanted, right? I enjoy the hobby. I'm personally a little burnt out from hobby hopping. Like, I don't know if anyone here has, like, hobby hopping is really expensive and it's fun, but like it's tough. And you don't really ever get great at something when you kind of hop between things. So I don't know, keyboards really kind of piqued that interest for me where I'm just like, yo, this is the one that I want to stick with. Only if I'm leaving this specific hobby. I mean, yeah, if you're tired of the hobby, 100%. But if you're enjoying it, I don't see a reason to end it, you know? That's the story of ADHD. Yeah, I don't know. I really enjoy keywords. And you know what's funny? It's not even for the keyboards anymore. Like, I love keyboards. I love building things. I love making other people happy. That's what kind of keeps me streaming. But the main reason I like it is because I finally found, and I've mentioned this, I've finally found a community where I feel like it sounds cheesy, and I don't mean to sound cheesy, but it's like I feel like I belong here. You know, I feel like a lot of us have kind of found our place here, and we like it. And the more people that come in and kind of interest, they kind of see if it's their place too, and we keep it welcoming, and you know, it's just nice. There is no leaving. That's true, what Insty just said. Hi, Insty. How are you doing? How are you? Hotel Twitch. Oh, God. I'd feel more at home if Tim was here. Tim is probably playing his iPad. Or cell phone. Tim's an iPad kid, so... He wasn't raised as an iPad kid, but he's become one, unfortunately. So he's now an iPad kid. He's probably downloaded another 4 mobile games this week.
It's not cheesy. I joined the community because of you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know, it's just fun. I like hanging out with people that are like, dude, you know what? Again, I think I've mentioned this. One of my favorite things to do in the morning, it's like, yeah, you make your coffee, start your day, you get some work done. But I love looking at general chat and seeing that like people are all talking about things, and then we say good morning to each other. I love that stuff, man. It's so much fun. Tim who? He's playing Tarkov right now? Is he actually playing Tarkov right now? What a nerd. I have a collection now. I like to have one of my favorite layouts and or one of my favorite or my interesting layouts. Yeah, dude, collecting layouts is a really fun thing to do in the hobby too. Like different layouts for different reasons, stuff like that. He's back? Oh God, dude. Let's get a pen pop. I got you with the pen pop. Where the fuck's my pen? I may have a problem. I don't exactly know where I put my pen. It's not there. Huh. Well then. Can I interest you in a ball spin? I don't have my pen with me. Oh, I think I brought it to the front somewhere. Okay, I have to go find the pen. So I'll give you 2 ball spins for that, okay? That's 1. There you go. Like one big loving parasocial family. Parasocial is what again? It's like when you can't communicate with the person online. Or like, you know, a figure online or something. That's what being parasocial means? I cannot remember. Dude, I had to fight off a temptation today, guys. I don't know if you guys have ever fought this temptation, but I went out quickly today because I needed to go pick something up. It was like a quick in and out of my house. On the way out of my house, I had to resist an urge, man. It was an urge to pick up pastries. I passed a pastry place, and all I smelled was just like, you know, that dough, like the chocolate, like the bread. And I just really, really wanted like a dozen croissants or something like that. And I didn't. Just because I'm like, man, I can't break what I'm doing, man. I can't break this, like, not diet, but like, oh yeah, a diet in a way. Fuck, man. Okay, Potenza. My favorite, I don't know if it's like this is what they're called, but the place near me calls them, oh shit, now I don't even remember what they're called now. But they're like chocolate croissants that are ridged. Oh God. Okay, I need to go to the store and find out what they're called. It's been a while. But they're these croissants that have like ridges on them, and they're chocolate croissants. They might be like a double baked croissant or something. But they're so fucking good. Like, they just have an extra crunch to them because of how they're ridged and stuff. Chocolate croissants are my favorite thing, by the way. Ever. Like, for all pastries, nothing beats a classic, well done, not shitty, but well done chocolate croissant. They're so good, man. I've also gotten into artisans. Oh my God, Edis. Good luck to you, my friend. For her pleasure croissants. Trying to get one from my favorite artist. Dude, when I was really into artisans, it was such a fun hobby collecting them. I couldn't, like wallet-wise, I couldn't support it. Chocolate croissants are pretty lit, yeah. Same with ice cream. I get a temptation to open up a tub. So ice cream, I'm still weak with, man. I'm not gonna lie. Ice cream, still have a weakness with that. I can't seem to beat that urge. Have you ever tried a lemon twisted croissant? Ooh, I would actually be open to try that, because I've had like lemon pastries before, and out of all like the, I'm gonna say fruity pastries that I've had, I like lemon. I just like that tanginess a little bit too. Hi Alex, how are you? I'm doing great today. I'm a little worn down, I think. I'm just tired. I think I just overdid it on the weekend with things. Like, I was very social this weekend, and I'm definitely feeling it now. Like, not burnout from that, but just, I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Hey Alex, I did a new thing with my photography recently. I shoot RAW and JPEG, but I only showed off the JPEGs. Fujifilm JPEG hits different. Bro, it does. It is an insane difference. I actually took out a different lens recently, and I started shooting with just a different lens. So it's a 75 1.5 lens. And it's really tempting me to start saving up for that 90mm 2.0. But that's a big purchase. That's like a next year thing. I think if I had to pick something that I want to treat myself with, it'd be like next year. But yeah, dude, photography is such an interesting and just such a relaxing thing once you get into it. Especially taking pictures of like friends, just people outside. I've been trying to work on taking like random people's portraits, candid style. So I have a few that I did. 90mm Leica. The Fuji I don't actually take out, because my Fuji, I don't know if you guys have seen the XH2S. It is heavy. It's also really big. It's definitely a workhorse camera. So kind of hard to bring out. I actually just fell asleep for an hour. Dude, accidental naps scare the shit out of me, man. I hate doing that stuff. I bet if you made someone a device to auto balance the wires of a stabilizer and then pre-lube them by hand. Interesting. Auto balance the wires. I guarantee you someone could do something like that. Like some sort of clamp system or some sort of pressure system. I don't know if you could also do something that auto lubes them though. That'd be interesting though. That's an interesting thought to have. That's my prediction for the next year of this hobby, by the way. My prediction is the companies who will do well, it's not about just having unique stuff. It's also about kind of selling quality of life things as well. Like if you can market something that I don't even know, like automatically loops one switch and it's quick, 100%. Pattis, I agree with that. The cameras these days, dude, look, hold on, let me show you guys. Look at the size of this thing. This is a mirrorless camera, dude. This is mirrorless. This does not feel mirrorless. It's not. Let's keep it a buck, dude. That's not mirrorless. At least with this guy, it's a little smaller. I can bring it out, have a good, it's good. But then, for me, man, the ultimate in cameras, right now, it's this guy. This is the ultimate. If you want something that'll take amazing shots, I still think this is a million times better than camera phones. This is it. The Ricoh GR3X. This is it. That is the lens, or the camera rather. There's nothing else right now that I think beats that for portability. Getting one of those from a GF? Oh, really? It's nice. I think she'll appreciate it. Ever tried medium format? I've tried it at an old job, but it was never something that I purchased personally. I post some of it on my Instagram. Like I have a subscription thing on my Instagram that I post there, but I'm gonna try posting a lot of my street photography stuff in Discord whenever I remember. So where you guys can see it will just be the photography place. The Cycle 7. Someone's mentioned that, Ollie. Sounds familiar. I recently learned why one of my coworkers works so damn much. Dude owns a Canon R5, R6, R7. His Pelican case takes up the entire back of his midsize SUV. So he just brings them all around? That's interesting. Cycle 7. Where's just pictures? This is cheap. Wait, there's the GC. I think I've seen this from ClickClack. Oh, they might be sending me one of these. This is like really cheap. Interesting. Oh yeah, wildlife photography, you need gear. That's an expensive thing to kind of get into. You need some serious camera equipment to take good photos with that. Yeah, like that's super cheap. All right, let's get this going. I don't know, I've been really enjoying taking pictures again. It's weird too. I more actually prefer taking less photos using the Leica because you obviously have to stop, you have to manually focus, take the shot. I've been enjoying that more than taking out some of the automatic stuff and taking a whole bunch of shots, just because I take shots with purpose now. And you can technically still do that with the other cameras, but like, I don't know, there's something about the Leica, man. The advice you gave me in DMs has been quite insightful. Hey, I try my best, man. I'm not the most knowledgeable guy in the world, but if you guys ever need help with anything, I'm always here for you guys. I love you guys. One of his zoom lenses could probably be used in one of the most expensive versions of an emergency self-defense. Yeah, I know, for real. Some of those telephoto lenses can get gigantic. They're also heavy. Shooting with a rangefinder is so enjoyable. Yeah, I've been loving it. This summer, the weather's still kind of been really weird. But once it gets consistently nice, I really, really want to go like take some pics. Have you tried the generative fill in Photoshop? I'm trying it right now while dude, I tried it. I was actually having some fun. I took a photo, when I went to Anime North, I took someone cosplaying Makima. Am I pronouncing that right? From Chainsaw Man. So I took a photo of her basically like behind it. It was like behind a tree or something like that. And I had half the image of like, you know, a park kind of landscape. And then the rest was like people in the background. So I cropped out her and then asked the AI to like, or the generative fill to like continue on with the forest or make it look like a forest. And it did such a good job. I was blown away. It's not super good quality. So apparently it only renders in, was it 1,000 by, or 100 pixels by 100 pixels or something like that. But it was really good quality. Can you show us that? Here, you know what I'll do? I will put it in Discord. Why is Discord so slow right now? In the photography section. Here, I'll go do it right now. Pictures. So, and just to be clear, guys, I did not plan on taking pictures of people's cosplays here. So I took a lens that wasn't the best for this. Where is it now? Is it in this one? One sec while I find it. So wasn't too happy with. So here's the original, and I posted right here. This is the original one. Because I wish I brought something with a bit more depth of field. And then this is the edit with the AI. Oh, that is a TIFF file. Hold on, let's just delete that because that's way too big. Here we go. Here's the edit. It is in the photography channel on Discord. I'm currently enlarging a photo, the Pinecone photo and photography channel. Oh, that's super cool. What the fuck did this come from? Isn't that crazy, dude? It's wild, right? And then I just kind of ran it through like a film type thing too. I don't know if that's the right one for the film, but it did well. Yeah. The bloom in the background, it did. I mean, like it did pretty good. Let me see. Let me enlarge it again. This is the enlarged version of it, and that's with the generative AI. That's crazy, dude. That's weird. Does Leica Digital also have film simulation? Sort of, not really. IMO, I would not, like I've tried using the Leica JPEGs. I don't love them. I know it's maybe not it's not its strong suit. Like it doesn't have like great JPEG sims in it. It does have some customizability, but I would stick with the raw if you're gonna shoot Leica. I'm skipping the beta Photoshop for reasons. You gotta tell me later, Dirty. Did you shoot that Makima with the Ricoh? No, that was just taken with a 35mm on the Leica. It was kind of run and gun, so I think I even shot that at like f4.0 or something like that. Like it was just taking random shots during the day. But still turned out pretty cool. Very, very dope. Actually, I think there's even one other one I took. And this is without the extra bloom and stuff on it, if you guys wanted to see. Yeah, right there, no extra bloom. Have you ever shot with a color negative film? The only film that I used to take photos with was Kodak Portra. And then some black and white film that was like cheapy film. I don't even remember the brand, but way back when. And I used to develop my own film as well. I don't think I'm ever gonna do that again. It was super rewarding to do, but also very time consuming. So I don't think I'm ever gonna do that again. Without the bloom, it shows the resolution difference. Yeah, that generative stuff is a little low quality on larger scales there. Do you guys plan on doing anything new this summer? Like, I know some of you guys have been getting really into photos lately, which I'm super happy about, by the way. It's so much fun. What sockets are these? Oh, these are the TTC ones. Here, I'll show you guys. Let me zoom in. These are the TTC sockets. Cool. I have yet to see these. I don't think I've seen these before. Cool. So that's something new we get to look at today. Oh, what a classic looking PCB. Super simple, I like it. Suits the rest of the keyboard. Damn. Looking good, dude. Personally, deep into the whole film photography thing now. Oh, that's awesome. What are you shooting with? This PCB looks stunning. Yeah, I mean, like, very simple. This is the hot swap version, so we're not gonna get as much compatibility, but we do have what caps lock looks like. That's really about it. I'm not too worried about it. They do have a solderable version too, which they sell. But yeah, these are the TTC ones. Cool. Very awesome. I want to get back into film, but film and also developing and just everything. The whole shebang is kind of expensive. It is kind of pricey. No flex cuts, let's go. I've had to stop talking about that because even though we don't actually sit here and like crap on flex cuts, but the people who are like, when we do have the discussion being like, oh yeah, I don't prefer flex cuts because this, people get super hurt by it for some reason. So lately I've just been kind of staying away from the whole discussion about flex cuts because it is a subject that seems to be very touchy. I love film, but I mostly have been shooting my GR2 this year. I mainly shoot film when doing portrait sessions or hanging out with dude. I'm so happy though you're shooting with your GR2. Like, that's awesome. taking good photos of like your friends and stuff is a skill that I think is awesome. My message was moderated. I don't see anything dirty. It didn't even pop up on my end. So if it was moderated, I'm not sure why that was. I've noticed that a lot more group buys have a choice for flex cuts, which is, or not, which is really cool. I'm also very happy about that. Very happy that we have choices to buy things that we want. Pretty crazy how that's all we asked for. And then people started to reluctantly dish it out. But pretty nice. I like that. That's, you know, if I can say that our little group of people here made any big difference to the keyboard hobby, it's pushing for the change of having choices with PCBs. So good job, guys. Pat yourself on the back. We love hearing it. We love seeing it. I'm here for changes like that. Those are good, productive changes, IMO. My girl left me when I did nothing wrong? Huh? But at least Alexotos is here to lift my spirits? Hi, I'm always here, man. I hope you're joking. I hope you did nothing wrong, and I hope she didn't leave you. But if not, if she did, we're here, buddy. Choices? Huh? The only choice should be... Oh, no, dude. Sarcasm. Yeah, choices? Who believes in that stuff? Oh, if it's automod for a word, then no. Okay, that makes sense. I think it's my use of the word poop. Oh. You know what? I was trying to use that Photoshop generative AI to put a halo on, like a halo on a character that I take a shot of with the at the anime convention, but it does not let you add halos, even if it's not in a religious sense. It considers it to be religious, and it blocks you from doing it. Very interesting.
Sorry, haven't been around much lately.
Bro, you never have to
Hope you have been
apologize.
doing great.
Thank you so much for even being here now. But I've been doing pretty good, man. A little sleepy these days, but been doing my best to keep up with everything. This week's a busy week for me, trying to get everything done, so. Not joking, was actually left and did the opposite of wrong stuff, but sometimes life's unfair. Dude, we're here for you, buddy. You know, at the end of the day, man, if you're going to partner up with someone who isn't going to be like, you know, for a lack of a better word, your ride or die, and like whatever they're going through, like if they're trying to find their own happiness, like let them do them. But, you know, truly at the end of the day, you want someone who's going to stick by you, right? So better that you found out now than 20 years in the future. You know what I mean? I know it's a very cliche way of looking at things, but it's true. Many red flags. So there you go. That's the, for lack of a better word, bullet dodged, right? But you're here now, bro. We can hang out. You want a partner who's gonna make you feel secure, right? As much as I know about culinary, here's something weird that is rent-free in my head since last night. I'm gonna butcher the, is it ahi tuna? Is properly cooked after an hour at 109 Fahrenheit? Isn't that under? Actually, I guess it's fish. Interesting. Alex, what's up, my man? Hope all is well. All is pretty good today. Once we're done streaming today here, I'm like, a small part of me really wants to get some more work done. I have to solder one PCB off stream, but I kind of want to go to bed, man. I couldn't sleep last night at all. And then, dude, I woke up. So I wear a CPAP mask at night sometimes, right? And I woke up and my CPAP mask wasn't on my face, even though I put it on my face when I went to bed. The mask was on the floor, but the hose, which is supposed to attach to the mask, was somewhere else. And then the piece that connects it all was also ripped off. Nothing broke, but like, I asked my girlfriend, I'm like, what happened? And she said that I woke up, and this happens sometimes where the mask shifts, and I guess like, I don't know, I can't breathe properly or something. So I guess I ripped it off, And she said I woke up like in a panic and then ripped it off and went back to bed. So I don't remember doing that at all, man. But it's still crazy. I have like a very light sleep apnea, yeah. Alex Yeats? Dude, I think I was so tired last night because I went to bed pretty late. Just something came up. I had to do something, take care of some stuff. And then I ended up going to bed super late. So I think I just said, fuck it, bro. How much more last second can you possibly tell me details? Hey, Chozo, I'm sorry. I love you. I did it myself because I felt bad afterwards. I'm like, shit, there's like 3 minutes till stream and I'm just telling Chozo now. I'm a bad person. So yeah, my bad, Chozo. Well, relationships aren't mathematic assignments. Sometimes there is no right or wrong as one or the other person doesn't feel like being a given. Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, still want someone who makes you feel good, right? Don't kid yourself. You aren't sorry. You just got off on my pain. Just admit it. Oh my God. I stumbled upon this question on Discord today. 65XT or TKL? Are you asking everyone or like what I'd prefer personally, Disc? Because what I'd prefer personally, probably a TKL. Yeah, I think I would pick TKL, but I think a lot of people have been really warming up to 65XTs or FRL TKLs. So, what was my craziest case of sleepwalking? Oh, do you guys want to hear? It's a little not spooky, but do you guys want to hear a story? I didn't do it, but someone I know, it happened to them right in front of my eyes. I could tell you guys this story, but I have to have everyone's consent that it's a little spooky. It could just be a little spooky. So, all right. So this goes on like this. This is a thick boy plate. So look at that. This is that 4mm polycarbonate plate. Look at that thickness. Hold on, I just want to double check. Drama music? Yeah, I should get some drama music going. Let me double check with Not High if he has a... Sorry, I'm just double checking something. So does the pad just go on one side? There'll be stickers you have to paste on the top and bottom of the mounting points. Okay, so we have to do top and bottom. Okay, well I put these little stickers. So these are like sticker tabs, whatever you want to call them. So these are what came with the thicker plate. This is only for the thicker plate as far as I'm aware of. So we're gonna attach all these to the mounting points here. But in the meantime, all right guys, so basically here's what happened. I was with my friend at the time and his girlfriend at the time. This is a long time ago. And we were staying up late playing Call of Duty. His girlfriend was just chilling with us in the background. Like we're all just hanging out at his place. It was gonna be like a day that we slept over. Like it was just a run-of-the-mill like hangout with some friends that I've been friends with forever. That's what it was supposed to be, right? Well, my friend that day also got his tattoo done. And it was a pretty large tattoo, like it was on his bicep. I can't remember which one it was, but he ended up, like it was kind of hurting him a little bit. So he went to bed. Like he kind of like napped while we played Call of Duty. So me and his girlfriend. And while we're playing, he's kind of like scratching at his arm. Because I don't know if you guys have tattoos here, but when you get a fresh tattoo, they can get a little itchy. So he was kind of scratching at it. His girlfriend got kind of concerned. She went over and she's like, hey, stop, like, you know, babe, wake up. You know, like stop scratching your arm. Like you're going to ruin your tattoo. He ends up kind of like shooing her away because he's sleeping. You know, when you're tired, you're kind of like, oh, leave me alone. He starts scratching himself again and we're just kind of leaving him to do his thing. But then he gets up and she was just like, hey, like, what are you doing? He gets up and starts walking to, because we were in a basement, he starts walking to the garage door because it was like an attached garage. And he opens the garage door and we're like, what is he doing? And he didn't answer us when we were calling his name. He then opened the garage and walked to the end of the driveway, stood at the end of the driveway for like 5 minutes, and just stood there Like, did not move a muscle. Walked back into the house. Like, his parents, because, again, we were young. His parents were, like, trying to call him to come inside, too, from, like, their balcony. He came back in. We closed the doors and stuff like that. He laid back into the spot where he was. Fell asleep again. Well, I just, like, laid down. I don't know if he was still asleep, right? He doesn't remember it. They had security cameras. They showed him what happened. He said he doesn't remember. So I don't know if this was sleepwalking, right? Here's the crazy thing, dude. That door, from like the door that he opened, that whole night kept opening on its own. I am not kidding you guys. And it was the weirdest thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. I ended up going home, by the way. I did not want to sleep over. I said later. I am not hanging out here anymore. And yeah, I went home. There's more to this story. Like, there was other freaky shit that happened after that day, but like, yeah, I peaced out. I did not stay that night. There was no way I was staying that night, dude. Of the Sonnet and Envoy, which color do you think best goes with GMK Firefly? If you're going to go with Firefly, I would say navy or even just silver. Yeah, so the Mirage for the Envoy or the navy for the Sonnet? Tattoo made him possessed? It was a weird, like, situation, man. An adorable story? Yeah, for real. Did you see the CCTV that the door is opening on its own? We never checked that again, but like we literally were right next to the door in the basement and it kept opening on its own. We kind of like, at first we kind of brushed it off to it being a breeze or something, but it was happening way too often. Do you believe in spirits? I don't know. I'm in that boat where just because I haven't seen one yet, I'm not going to like go ahead and say like I don't believe it, but I don't know.
Ooh, a new TKL? I have been so infatuated with TKLs lately.
I really like TKLs as well. I think they're fantastic. TKLs are it for me. I love them. TKLs in the 60s. They're like my biggest fascination. I don't mind a good solid 65 as well. See, now if I say I don't believe in them, what if the spirits around me get mad? Yeah, see, like there's always that side of things too, right? But I've definitely experienced and had some like really strange encounters, and even I've just had friends who have had like really strange encounters. I know that was supposed to be a sleepwalking story, but it was kind of like mixed, right? But kind of a whole weird situation. Anti-belief in spirits can bring bad juju. Yeah, I think the safest thing to say, guys, is I'm not sure. More ghost stories. Speaking of ghost stories, if you guys want a good laugh one day, isn't there that anime called Ghost Stories? That shit's so dumb. The bottom of TKL sexy. This is a really pretty TKL from the bottom side. It has a pretty nice bottom. We're not very, like, I'm really good with scary stuff these days. I used to hate it, but nowadays I just don't give a shit. With aliens, do you guys believe, like, realistically, real talk right now, there has to be something out there, right? Like, there has to be something on another planet. Maybe not, like, there has to be. There's no way, right? And I don't mean bacteria and, like, small, I mean, like, there has to be, like, another intelligent life form. There has to be. Like, there's no way we're the only one. I 100% believe there's like other, you know, like creatures and stuff. I know that. Like that's bound to happen. But I'm talking about like intelligent to like maybe go to space and stuff too. I don't like the idea of another human-like being, but living species, yeah. I think like living species is the best. Like intelligent person, or not person rather, but thing, you know? Higher chance than winning the Kohaku? That's the saddest thing I've heard all day. I've heard some pretty sad things today, but that's actually the saddest that I've probably heard. Yikes. True. I think it'd be insolent and arrogant to think that there's no other living intelligent being in space. Yeah. Lots of unicorn L's today. Oh, bro, I know. Someone actually got an L on the unicorn today, DM'd me on Instagram and said they lost the unicorn raffle. I didn't know what to say, so I just said, that sucks. Like, I'm sorry to hear that. There'll be other keyboards. He then, I'm gonna just tell you guys this because honestly, I think this is kind of like, I don't know, it's just weird. He said, well, because I lost the unicorn raffle, I wasn't going to do this, but because I lost it, I'm going to message you now and tell you this. And then I'm waiting for his response. I'm like, oh, God. Sends me this like 2-paragraph thing about how since he lost, it's his dream keyboard and he really wanted that color of unicorn. But my unicorn is also that blue color. And he didn't ask if I'm willing to sell it. He said, because that unicorn is his dream color, he'd like to buy it, and what's my price? So I said, like, it's not for sale, dude. Like, I'm so sorry. And he's just like, everyone has a price, Alex. And it was just like that cockiness right there that kind of like rubbed me the wrong way, dude. Because it wasn't like joking around. I don't know you, but just that everyone has a price, Alex. Like, why? Like, why message me that, man? It's just... Everyone has a price. Okay, thank you. So nice. Thank you, Potato. Appreciate you. Give me a new... Yeah, I should have said 800,000, please. I'd like a house. They kind of telling you how they... they're kind of telling you how you feel in saying that. What do you mean by that? I don't know. I just feel like it's super arrogant. My price is around $50, but I won't tell you what you get. I guess, you know what it is to me? It doesn't make me feel like I'm a person with decisions. It just kind of makes me feel like I'm an object that can be bought. And I know it's super, super like out there in terms of saying that, but I don't like being told that like I have like a price over my head, that someone has like power to do that to me. I don't like that shit. Rubs me the wrong way, dude. They were saying, you will cave, how much does it take? You're being limited almost? Yeah. It's just fucking cringe to say that. Yeah, it's a little bit. Actually, it's more than just a little bit cringy. I'm not sure what these are supposed to do, by the way. These like little sock things, these little pads. I wonder how this is gonna sound. All right, those little pad thingies are on all the tabs now. ICGB Alexotos XT IRL. Yeah, for real, dude. Feels like social media exposes that kind of personality. Dude, there has been some like, there was one guy who for ages on YouTube would just, I don't know why I never blocked him, but like, I guess I just didn't think of it. I just kind of like, rolled my eyes, but he would just every video for like months, he would just say like, oh, you still haven't fixed your teeth? Oh, your teeth are still bad? My teeth are better than yours. And it's just like, that's the criteria you have for living? Like, just that your teeth are better than someone's? I'm like, you must have no interests in life, like, other than the mirror and your teeth. Like, that's the most shallow, weird thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Good teeth, so the only thing they have? Yeah, probably. And again, you try to let it roll off, but sometimes it does bug you. Sometimes it do be getting to you. That small pee-pee energy, oh yeah. Some people are just angry people. It's unfortunate, guys. And I really wish I knew how to better deal with people who are like angry all the time. Like, I don't mean people who've had like a bad day and they have like one outlash, whatever. I mean people who are just constantly in that kind of mood. I don't know what to do. Like, I've still to this day, the best thing you could do, I feel, is just kind of walk away from situations like that. But yeah, there are some people who are just in a constant state of misery. And I wish there was a better way for sometimes those people to get help or just like help themselves, but it's tough. Block move on, yeah. First stream, first time you hear on your stream, only seen your vids on YouTube. Love your vids. Thank you, Nate. Appreciate you, dude. Thanks for being here. Alex, should I get the tofu or the NK65? So NK65 is cool. I prefer the non-aluminum NK65. It does have a, I would say like a specific sound profile. I'm gonna say you're probably gonna get more out of the Tofu 65, like you can do more things with it. But if you love the look of the NK65, I also think it might be a bit cheaper. I would say like get which one kind of suits your budget / style more. But either way, I don't think it's a bad decision to go with either one, but I think you're gonna get more out of the Tofu. I think you'll get more sound profiles, the potential to do a little bit more in the future with the board too. So that's kind of my standpoint on it, CB. Ollie Bear, I kind of agree with you on the Charmingly Crooked Thief thing. I think like people are just like too like photo like perfect. Sometimes are a little bit uncanny to me. Is that the right? Am I using that right? Like it feels like uncanny. Like it feels like I'm not looking at a real person sometimes when people have like super perfect features. More power to them. They can have those perfect features, but it's a little uncanny sometimes. All right. So this is the thicker 4mm PCB, the polycarbonate. This should be interesting. Let's get our switches. So these are more of those JWIC V1s. These are pre-looped. Sound pretty good. I haven't looked into the Apple VR stuff all that much. I've been hearing everyone kind of buzzing around it though today. Interesting. Very. Is this one keyless? Oh, it's not. Nice. How many mounts are we trying? So I would like to try to do 2 tonight. I'm gonna try. If I can't do 2 tonight, I'm gonna figure out one day this week where we can try another one, or I can at least build it on my own time off stream and then show you guys the next day. But we'll see how many we can do tonight. Like I said, I'm picking hot swap just because it seems like maybe we can disassemble this a little easier. But we'll see. I'm not making any promises, but I'd like to try more than one time. Lately, I've been preferring Win keyless, or WinKey rather, but I think it's just because I've been using Mac. Visually, I think Win keyless is prettier though. Dane, thank you so much for the tier 1, man.
For 3 months of being sexy.
Dude, thank you so much, dude. Really appreciate you being here, bro. Left side Win key, right side Win keyless. Ooh. This play is interesting. I moved into a new apartment recently and I swear my keyboard sounds different. Yep.
Spin play tray balls, eyes.
Spin play tray? Got you, dude. Environment can change the sound of the keyboard. It's something a lot of people don't believe. But yes, the environment you're in, like even the room you're in. Dude, when I got into this room originally, when there was nothing in here, and the room was, I mean, it still kind of is a little bit hollow sounding, the room. Like it has some reverb. My keyboards sounded like not good. None of them did. But then the moment I actually got a few things in the room, I kind of learned, I'm like, oh, so now the keyboards sound like really good. Because nothing's bouncing off walls. But I actually kind of learned I like a little bit of the reverb in the room, so I took off some of the sound panels and stuff. These are those, I don't think they're, wait, are these Vertex? I thought these were the V1s by JWIC. Hold on, let me double check which ones these are. Now I don't remember. I thought these were the V1s. Oh yeah, they are. Sorry, did I say JWIC? Vertex V1s, my mistake. My mistake. I was thinking of the wrong thing. Vertex V1s. Yeah, the V stands for Vertex. Thinking of the wrong thing, dude. It is a JWIC switch, though? Okay. So it is made by JWIC. Okay. So I'm not wrong. Yeah, I think we've built with, like, these switches, like, what, 3 times now? So the only thing I'm going to point out on this, for the thicker plate, ooh, I don't know if this is going to be a problem for this. We might have to. So the PCB is or the plate is getting pushed up on where the stabilizers are. Right there. So actually, I don't even know if we can really even properly demo this plate today. I don't know if it's clip-ins only, which would be really unfortunate, right? But you guys see how there's like a big bulge over here? It's right here. It's causing it right there. There's pressure that's happening on top of. You guys can kind of see if I do this. There's pressure that's happening on top of the stabilizer. Even if we soldered this in, I think that would be really not right. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can just quickly. I think it might be me. Maybe I did this. Hold on. Let me just push it in a little bit more. Okay, no, it's fine. Never mind, guys. Crisis averted. I just need to screw it in a little bit more. It wasn't 100% screwed in. Is everything else okay, though? It is kind of a tight fit, though. So you definitely have to make sure your stabs are seated properly everywhere. Just make sure this is good everywhere. You really have to make sure. Okay, we're okay. Oh yeah, where can I cop that tray with balls? This is the play tray. I don't think they're available anymore. Does the build design remind you of the Shelby? A little bit. I mean, yeah, I would say it definitely has some elements of the Shelby, which I don't think is a bad thing. When is Singa going to collab with Uncle Roger for the best mix of bright orange and the MSG? Call me crazy. I don't actually like that Uncle Roger content. It's not like it's good for like a cheap laugh, I guess, but like it's not really my cup of tea. I haven't YouTube content right now, like there's not much I watch other than camera gear stuff. I watch a lot of like more relaxing things rather than comedy things these days. I feel like I don't know, some of the comedy stuff that like is on YouTube or the more comedic channels that are a little bit bigger, they're just not really my thing. This is a pretty looking board. Agree so much. Yeah. The only food person that I like watching is Guga. I like watching him. I think he feels, I don't know, his channel feels a little bit more relaxing and down to earth. I don't remember what the channel name's called now, but he does like all that steak stuff. I like watching him. He's the only person I like watching. And then, yeah, I think that's really it for food stuff. Just down to earth, like he does some crazy stuff when it comes down to like food stuff, which is fine. To wholesomely clog your arteries, and which channel of his 3? I don't remember which one it is exactly. Probably all of them. I don't know what it is I watch from him, but I just I don't know. I have not been consuming as much YouTube these days. Keyboard stuff, like on YouTube, I like watching Avi or Avi. I always mess up his name. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible with names. And then I like watching Near Lucid and I like watching Clackbait. But those are more like very formal. Well, actually, two of the 3 of them are more formal reviews. And then Avi's like more artistic. Deboki's cool too. There's something, okay, I love his content. I don't know what it is on, I don't know, I think is it Deboki's? No, it's not Deboki's. I'm thinking of the wrong thing. There's another keyboard content creator who I think they use 60 frames per second. I don't remember who it is now. It's not Deboki. I don't like 60 frame per second content at all. Like, this is just a personal preference. I think it's too smooth. It looks wrong. It looks fake. Even when people do 60 frames per second, like real life content stuff, I don't like it. I'd much rather have the 30. Is it Brandon Taylor who does 60? I don't know. Anyone who does 60, I'm a little bit off with the video. All my stuff's on 30. I never run at 60. When I tried doing 60 frames per second and I played it back, I'm like, this stuff's trash. And I never went back to 60% or 60 frames per second, like ever after that. It's just, it's too smooth. Like, it doesn't feel natural. It feels like, I don't know what it is. There's just something about it that doesn't feel natural. That's the only way I can put it. Like, it feels fake. PS3 era console fan rhetoric about 60 frames. Gaming is a different story though. Gaming, I'll take the highest frame rate on the highest refresh rate I can get. But when it comes to videos, I'd rather have 24 to 30. I like to watch Alex on YouTube. Hey, appreciate you, Bruno. Appreciate you, dude. Like, my girlfriend has the TV with that fluid motion stuff, and everything we watch on the TV. She likes it. I don't. It all feels like a soap opera. I hate it. So usually, if I'm watching something that I want to watch, I'll either turn it off, the feature, or I'll just watch it here. So nice. Is it Amelik? Thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate you, dude. Am I saying your name right? Thank you, dude. Solder Milmax video when? I know. I need to get it done. There's a million excuses I could tell you guys, but I need to do the tutorial video. It's the last piece of all the tutorials I need to do, and it's the one that I've been postponing the most. Hi, Na, how you doing? I watch every video at YouTube. Oh, thank you, dude. I have a few more that'll be going up this week of like the hyperlapse stuff with some like comedy bits inside of it, so. You should use my board for the tutorial. No, it's not even, I already have everything recorded, Bri. It's just, I've just been kind of lazy with it. Like, it's hard for me to go out of my way to do just for YouTube stuff when I have all these commission projects. So I haven't really had a chance to like sit down, edit, film a few bits of B-roll here and there. I've just been really like nose to the grind, like nose to like, I don't know what it is, the desk, whatever you want to call it, whatever the saying is, when it comes to Twitch and photos and getting like my regular bits of content out. But Twitch is where I like Twitch is what I really like. Twitch is where I want to, I want to be live streaming, and I don't want to like do that thing I did about a year ago where I put too much effort into YouTube and not enough into Twitch and then saw Twitch go down. I like my Twitch stuff. That's where I find my peace. I have a series recommendation for you, Alex, in chat. From 2022, you can watch it. It's called From 2022. What's it about? The only show I'm currently watching is Silo. That's it. I started on YouTube but needed the content faster like The Orbit. Yeah, and I just feel like first impressions and looking at things feel way more natural on Twitch rather than scripted videos. I don't know if you guys also feel that way, but I have been more into watching people's live reactions of things rather than, I'm not saying there's sell messages, but when I watch a scripted review sometimes, it's hard to get that bit out of my mind. Because like, if something goes wrong with something here, you guys all see it firsthand. And then you guys can form an opinion on that, right? Like, if I can't assemble something, you guys see that. And if you see me struggle, you guys see that. There's no hiding it behind camera stuff. Not saying that anyone does that, but there's no potential for that. Yeah, and on Twitch you can ask questions, that's true too. We can all participate in the community too. It's called From. Oh, it came out in 2022. Oh, interesting. Okay. I need to put a show recommendation thing in Discord. I still need to do that. I've grown tired of YouTube's review scripts. You're exactly right. Live is more genuine and interactive. I don't really trust YouTubers. Feels like they're clocking in a job. Yeah, I have a lot of friends who do YouTube, and I know they've been trying their best to not make it feel that way, but yeah, that's just how I don't prefer that content anymore at all. I just like being here, I like streaming for 2 hours. It's like you sit around like time for a movie kinda, and we're here. Look how thick this plate is, dude. That's actually kind of cool to look at. Alex needs a My Anime list. I have one, but I don't know what's on it, man. I like you keep the natural vibe in your videos too. Thank you, appreciate that, man. If you are doing a scripted review, it's worth it to be honest to yourself and the viewers to highlight the issues. Yeah, which is where I think like people like Clackbait and Bad Seed Tech really excel. Like they're brutally honest, not like brutally honest to the point where it's negative, right? That's the other line that I feel like YouTubers take sometimes too, is if they don't like something, it becomes this like bash session for some people. And I don't think that's healthy either, right? I think the best thing is that you're interactive with chat. That's true too. I think being able to talk with everyone is a huge plus for a lot of people. Okay, let's unscrew this all. So actually about an hour and a half. Ooh, a little longer than I'd like, but I've been talking a lot, so there's that too. How do reviewers keep getting items to review if they bash things? So if you're a company, okay. There's a lot of nuances to this, right? If you're good at what you do and people respect your opinion, even if you're negative to the point where it's just like not fun to watch, you'll still probably get things because it's still good to send you things, and obviously people respect your opinion on something, right? However, if you're not in that situation, I have seen people kind of take that route where they're hyper negative about products. I'm not saying this is a good thing or a bad thing or anything like that. I'm just going to tell you guys how it is. It doesn't make sense for the company to send you things anymore, especially if you're polarizing at what you do as well. Like sometimes people, it's not even about the product being bad, right? Sometimes people just don't want to have that image associated with their product. So it depends. Do you only accept products if they pay you? The way I've been very transparent with how I do things, the way I do things here is for prototypes, certain prototypes, not everything. I do have like fees for certain things. But the way that I've always viewed it, and I think this is the healthiest way you could ever do something, is to not rely, like ads don't pay well anymore. Let's keep it a buck. They don't pay well. On YouTube, they don't pay as much as they used to. And on Twitch, it's completely garbage. I don't want to have this entire thing and my whole, livelihood dependent on you guys paying me or affiliate codes. I don't want to push products that way. So the way I thought of it when I first started and was like getting into the scene, I'm like, well, okay, I want to do this full time. How do I make this full time? Is, well, let's think about it. Who's the profiting and who's making, like, who's benefiting the most out of all this situation? The people selling the products. It's not me. It's not you guys. Like, yes, sure, you might get a good review out of it. You still have to pay something. So I would rather have a company pay something than you guys pay something. It's why I don't push things like subs. It's why I don't push things like affiliate codes. It's why I don't have to like have sell messages on stuff. I can just tell things how they are. I've garnered, I hope, some respect in the community. Tell things how I think they are, not be super negative about things, but be objective. Try to be the very best that I can. But I've always thought it's better to have the guy who's making the money dish out the money than the guys who have to buy the product dishing out the money. if that makes sense. Who put a lot of ads in their stream? Oh yeah, that too. Holy shit, there's a lot of screws in here. Okay, wait, what do I have to do here? All right, so here's the top pieces. So there's where all the mounting styles can go. Interesting. Just came back from accomplishing my to-dos. What I miss? Well, we just opened up the keyboard. But yeah, I hope you guys can respect that too, by the way. Completely garbo for a channel, but bringing in all the funds to Twitch, YouTube themselves, especially with 8 to 12 ads at 15 to 30 seconds a piece at 30 minutes. Yeah, it's also terrible for retention of people watching YouTube. Like, nobody wants to sit there and watch that many ads. I certainly don't. How do you feel about YouTubers giving you timestamps to skip the ad if you want? So those are also fantastic. Like, that's exactly what I mean by making the companies pay. Why is this kind of stuck in here? I would rather have a YouTuber, obviously, like, I mean, I'll use Bad Seed as an example. He does this a lot. Bad Seed will kind of like do a, what is it called? I think it's like an in-ad video or an in-video ad or something like that, where it's like baked into the video and then give you the chance to skip it. But those are also, I think, a great way about going around ads and stuff too. Like, really good. I've always been a huge supporter of that style. We need our stuff in here now. Is it called mid-roll? I mean, mid-roll ads can just be ads, right? I think it's just the baked-in ads to the video where you can skip them. Also, how Twitch just lets anyone big enough basically ignore their TOS. That is that's a whole other discussion. I don't know. I try to keep it pretty neutral here on Twitch. I don't want no trouble. So does this just get... Okay, so we just screw this into this. Okay, that makes sense. And then we have to get some of the screws here. Feet. Here we go. Screws. What are my thoughts on the Vanguard versus the Tofu? I would much rather pick the Vanguard. I don't know why. I'm not really into the new Tofu as much as I thought I would be. The new Tofu is kind of whatevs to me. We stand Bad Seed. Bad Seed's great. I think he gives some really great reviews. My top two, I think, would be Bad Seed and Clackbait. And then I think I would go with like Near Lucid for like a third if I had to pick one. I think those would be like my usual go-tos for who I watch. Not saying there's other great people who do things, but those are who I pick. I feel like Near Lucid, I've seen a bit of behind the scenes. I don't want to say too much, but he definitely knows, like, he knows what knows what he's doing per se. What's the right word here I'm looking for? He seems genuine, rather, with what he's doing. Super genuine. Avi is someone I inspire to be like, or I aspire to be like in terms of style. His style is crazy cool. Genuinely really like that style he has. Where'd I put these two screws? Was it this one? It was. Okay, we're good. There's a new guy called Cheese Turbulence I discovered. That name sounds familiar. Cheese Turbulence. When will we be seeing more of your keyboard? It's right here. It's been on my desk. This little guy, it has been on my desk for quite some time now. So does this just get put in like this? Interesting. Okay, I'm just kind of guessing on how to install this. I don't think there was like an install guide. Do you use the desk pad for gaming? This desk pad is not good for gaming. This is like an aesthetic desk pad. I don't care what anyone tells me. This is nothing more, like this guy, nothing more than an aesthetic desk pad. It's not that great it's not great feeling. It's not great, like, it slides around a shit ton. It's rough on your wrists. And I don't know, I don't think it's great for the mouse skates, but like, I think the desk by itself is way better than that, you know. Okay, so I think that's all we need to do here. What desks do you have? I mean, I only have the IKEA stuff. I don't have anything fancy. I'd love something fancy, but you know, some of that stuff costs a lot of money. Okay, let's put this together. I think that's all we need to do for this. So this just kind of sits in there. This is the sandwich style mount one. And I'm guessing what these pads are for is to kind of help force break things a little bit too. I wonder how this is gonna sound with such a thick plate. Very, very interesting. I am noticing some fingerprints on this weight here. If you keep your finger there long enough, I wonder how easy that'll be to clean. I think I should weapon my insomnia. No, dude, you should definitely try to sleep or something. Oh, you mean in a game? Okay. I thought we were gonna do some other stuff here. Wait, is this the wrong size? I thought there was 2 short ones. That was one of the short ones, wasn't it? That color goes so well with the purple. I know it's making me want to use purple keycaps or something. Are these 2 short ones for the... Okay, I don't remember these 2 short ones go. Hold on. We put the long ones in first. Oh no, there's 3 short ones. Oh, those must go on the bottom then. Okay. 4mm plate. Yeah, we're using the 4mm plate. So, what I'm thinking, we're gonna install this all right now. I'm gonna see how much time we realistically have left. I don't want to go like too crazy and spend 3 hours streaming. And I wouldn't also mind trying some different switches out. But we'll see. We'll see what we do here. Howdy, I like the color on the mouse you have. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, and let's get those little feet too. We'll use the gray ones. I think this board needs a whole separate stream where we sit there and we also try a whole slew of other plate combos and stuff too. Because I'm... Ooh, these are awkward to put in. Okay, never mind, they're not. Ooh, these are going to be awkward to take out. Will they be? Ah, no, they're not bad to take out. Never mind. They looked like they might have been. Oh, there's like a way you need to stick them in. Okay, I see that. I was just kind of rotating them until they fell into place. Okay. Ooh, there are going to be so many good combinations of anything to put with this too. On the gaming note, I'm sad Apex Valkyrie player due to the emergency jump tower balloons. Oh, dude. We were joking around about that the other day, man. There is no point to play that character anymore. I mean, unless you kind of want some recon to go with the emergency escape towers. But yeah, I've been seeing no one play Valkyrie. Interesting. All right, 4mm plate sandwich mount style. So you can do 3 different mounts with this: top mount, gasket, and sandwich. I like the variety we're getting. I'm not saying all of them are going to be good, but the variety is kind of cool. I appreciate it. I think that's super dope. I do think Dude, I was thinking maybe we use lavender as well. I don't know what we should use on today's build. Hold on, let me see what I got. Let me see what I want to use here. You know what I kind of want to use? Let me see. Okay, hear me out. I think Deep Well will be kind of fun on this. Calming purple. Okay, do you guys want GMK lavender or deep well? Not blurple. Blurple's on something I want to stay on. Lavender or deep well? Kaiju's on this. I'm not going to switch it. Looks like, actually, is it kind of split? I kind of feel like there's, shit, I think we have to run a poll. Okay, hold on. Keycaps. Lavender, deep well. Here, you guys can vote. You have 2 minutes. Deep well would kind of match the weight a little bit more. I think deep well is the safer choice, but if you guys want to see how lavender would look on this, like the full lavender kit, I don't remember what it's called, but totally up to you. You guys have the option to vote now for 2 minutes. The rubber bump feet on my Jelly Epic kind of fall off. They're the adhesive ones, right? Yeah, I mean, you can just buy some replacement ones off Amazon. I don't remember what size they are, but I have so many boards where the crappy feet kind of just fall off. I feel you there. Okay, I'm gonna go get the GMK set while I wait for you guys. What's winning? Lavender? Ooh. All right, we're gonna do a second round of voting after this, okay? We'll do a second round of, my face cam. Second round of voting on something else. I found another keycap set on my way there that I was like, ooh, this could be also pretty fun to vote too. Why would you do this to us? I don't know. I like this kind of stuff. I like voting and. Okay, lavender won this one. Violet on cream. We'll vote. Time to vote. Keycaps. Violet on cream or lav. You guys have 1 minute for this one. Sorry, lavender. Vote 2. What is this, democracy? I don't know, man. Tim, you said one thing in my chat this entire night, and it was the sussiest thing ever, dude. Tim, how is Escape from Tarkov? I heard you're no longer an iPad kid and you're back on your computer. How is that going for you? How is that going for you, bro? Also, the way Violet isn't even Violet technically. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's going well. God, Tim. Looks like Violet on the cream is winning, guys. So Frostwitch, I think we've used Frostwitch to death. There was like a point in time where we used Frostwitch and what's the other one called? Frostwitch and Darling to death. Like I think we used both of those sets more than, like accumulatively more than any other set on this entire channel. Yeah, Aki's right. We used like Frostwitch an entire week one time. These remind me of the old GMK trays with these stupid tab things, which I miss and adore, by the way. I miss and adore these little tab things. Ooh, this is gonna look nice. Wait, that kind of sounds nice already. What the? I don't know how this is gonna sound, guys. Okay, hold on. We can't judge it based off that one thing, though. Okay, I don't know about the spacebar, how the spacebar is going to sound. That might sound super stiff, by the way. My experience with space bars like this, it's gonna sound really, really stiff and just kind of flat. But I don't want to, like, obviously there's how many ways we can mount this? 3 ways we can mount this with a lot of different plate materials. I did notice that I think they had a tab underneath the spacebar, which I never recommend doing, by the way. I know this is supposed to be that mounting style though, so it might satisfy the people who like that kind of mount. But I do want to do this with a different plate material as well, in a top mount. I think this would be a really cool top mount TKL for that. Mount me stick, huh? Will you put on Darling on my red derivative? Yes. If you request it, 100% alpha. I got you, dude. So here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna finish building this today. I guess I spent a little too much time talking. I'm sorry, guys. But tomorrow, I don't remember what board we're doing. I think tomorrow's not gonna be too long of a build. And then I think we're also just finalizing Brydro's PCB. But what if we were to do some exploration on plates for the transition tomorrow? How dare this man apologize for giving us extra content? Yeah, this week we are streaming literally every day. My backup days, unfortunately, like I don't want to do this, but I also want to do this because I love you guys. If I can't do much this week, it's all going to be done on Saturday. Yeah, a lot of people are actually really looking forward to that build. I like Wind Keyless. I think it looks pretty. If this turns out like this, if this slaps with the 4mm polycarbonate plate, then I'll be a happy camper. I like things that are different, so. Tim, I meant to talk to you about that. Do you mind if we somehow do the podcast a little later tomorrow? Fluffy, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate you, dude. Bro, is Gio on tomorrow? If anything, I could just stream earlier, Tim. I just need to know if Gio's actually going to be on tomorrow or if he's going to bail on us for work again, you know? Why no podcast plus Keeb? Oh, that's hard to do. I sent a message. Oh, he's not available? Oh, shit. Okay, well, me and you will find something to do then. Tim, do you want to co-stream with me then? Maybe we could do that and talk about stuff. Navi on Wednesday? I know, I'm half expecting complaints about that as well, but we'll see. Oh, dude, this set looks so good on this keyboard. I'm kind of really into this right now. This looks hot. We chose wisely. I'm glad that I passed by this and was like, oh yeah, we haven't really used this. This looks real good. You're down, Tim? Nice. That could be really fun then. Okay, we need, what else do we need here? How does this, okay, my only complaint about these trays is they're kind of fucking messy. They have things like all over the place, I feel. There we go. Beige equals excellent. It is kind of nice. It is kind of nice. Ooh, this looks hot. This might be a daily. I might daily drive this for a while. Where the fuck? Okay, here, insert. I'm really considering it. Oh, what are you considering? Oh shit, this doesn't go there. Your stream is wallet liability, to be honest. Oh no. Alex, yesterday you promised that you'd compare the sounds of the MTN and CRP today. Hawk, I will do that for you. We will go get that for you, my friend. Remind me in like 10-15 minutes once we're done this. I will quickly do the comparison between. But Hawk, I can only do alphas. I have nothing else but alphas. Is that okay? What is your favorite Alice/RC board? I think the Alyssa is my favorite right now. I think that has to be like the prettiest looking one that I've ever seen. I'm blind. Oh, here they are. That's okay. Perfect. Perfect. I'll compare it on the Envoy. Oh, I like this. This looks so good. Oh, I guess I have to put the top part of this tray back on. One sec, guys. Oops. I didn't realize I swapped these two. I'm not using scooped, I'm using barred. I don't know why I'm using barred today, but it's fine. Did I read that right earlier, by the way? Oh, I've compared the GMK versus the MTNU, but I haven't done CRP. Hawk requested it. I told Hawk I promised, so I'm gonna live up to my promise for Hawk. Does this blend in with the desk pad? It kind of does. Wait, I want to see that wrist rest that they sent over too. I like how the wrist rest kind of follows suit with the design language, although just like a tear I can do here. Not really. I don't know how I feel about the black accent on this wrist rest personally. Will that kind of divvy up the way it looks? I don't know how I feel about the wrist rest. I think that's definitely a personal preference thing. I'm not loving it, but I get why. Oh, I mean, it's comfortable. Ooh, Alphas kind of sound hot. I don't like the wrist rest the way it looks either. Keep it a buck. Not really a big wrist rest fan personally, but okay, so this is the transition. We'll take another quick look at it from all directions and angles here. So there it is in the light. You can kind of see the accent of the weight, which is kind of cool. There's no foam on this at all. Here it is on the other side, so you can see the keycaps better with the alignment of the kind of box on wedge style design. I like the graduation of the curve here. Kind of adds, again, really pretty side profile. So great looking, all very classic looking side profile as well. The top, really no frills, no flare. If you wanted a clean top profile, which I think some people can appreciate for what it is, super basic, super okay with that as well. Not everything has to be super out there. The back piece kind of hides the USB-C cable, so it's very recessed past the screw over here. So you won't be able to see that, which is nice. A lot of people really like that. The bottom, I think, is where this shines. I really like what they did with this design here, adding like multiple layers of different materials. I think that's, well, different colors and styles of finishes. Really cool. I really like that. That looks beautiful. And we're using the stack mount config, or not stack mount, rather, what did they call it? Hold on, let me double check. I said it before, and now I'm like literally forgetting. The sandwich style, that's what we're calling it, the sandwich style one. So there's also a gasket mount with the gasket sleeves, which we're not using today, and there's also top mount, which top mount, I would go with something like polycarbonate or PC. And with the sandwich style, we're using 4mm plate. So this is a thick plate. Pretty cool though. I like the fact that this is not quite the same as everything else. It gives you a bunch of different options you can play with. I think the only criticism I would have in terms of that though is you do need to buy specific plates. I understand it for the 4mm one, but I would have liked to see some overlap between the other ones. Luckily, they aren't crazy expensive, so if you kind of know what you want, kind of helpful, but let's see how this would sound. We're using the V1 switches. Looks great. I think this is a great set for this, by the way. This is the polycarbonate 4mm plate. We'll give you a little HJ test. Sleepy, thank you so much for the prime, by the way.
Looks beautiful.
You look beautiful. Alphas are kind of nice. I'm usually not a big fan of the whole sandwich style stuff, so I'm surprised with these alphas. Pretty deep. The mods sound lovely. Okay, the spacebar is not my favorite in the world, but I think it suits the keyboard and the way this sounds. This is quite nice, actually. Okay, you know what? I like this. You know what? The spacebar's kind of growing on me the more that I click it. It's not bad, actually. It's not bad at all. It's different. Let me actually put this key mat underneath, too, just to make sure we're isolating this okay. I like this. Hold on, let me try a different switch for the spacebar. I do want to try putting like a long pull switch. I don't remember if the V1s are long pull, but just for the sake of me trying, I want to try. Where'd I put my switch puller? I'm genuinely like surprised by how much I actually do like this. I thought this would be something that maybe I didn't like because they did ask me to do this config. Oh, it's literally right beside me. I was a little concerned, but you know what? I'm kind of here for it. This sounds pretty nice. Do I have a long pull switch anywhere near me right now? Oh, you know what? I do. I have my Alexotos one. This is an Obscura technically, but we shall use it. Ooh. Okay, I really like this. I like this a lot. I mean, it could be similar. I think the Shelby needed the foam, where this doesn't really need foam at all so far. Again, I think the strong point of this keyboard is how many mounting styles it has. The weakest link to this keyboard is probably going to be how many plates you probably need for this. I would personally say that if you're going to experiment with this board, get a hot swap PCB. Luckily, the plates aren't crazy pricey. But I think if you're in love with the way this thing looks, because again, it's very simple, has a very like classic look to it. I'm a little worried. I need to grab a microfiber cloth later. That how easy this part of the keyboard is to clean. It looks like it should be okay if I just like lightly use a damp cloth or something, but you know what? I really like the way this sounds. It's kind of deep too. If you guys haven't actually, if you guys are interested in this board, maybe pick up a 4mm plate too. Why not? For the Orbit, you know, I would rather have the solder. Like if you only have one mounting option and you kind of already know what switches you like, I'd personally pick the solder. Nothing wrong with the hot swap PCB. I think a lot of people like them. Alcohol wipe work fine. Perfect QWERTY pop. I mean, I think the part that I like the most though, out of this config, that's nice. Dude, those mods are kind of hot though, dude. The up arrow's kind of hot too. Ooh, you're kind of hot, bro. Come on, man. Don't make me blush that much. I'm impressed. I think this is cool. I'm gonna experiment with the other. I think I want to try top mount on this build, but I kind of don't want to disassemble this. You know what I'm gonna do then? I'm gonna loop up another set of switches or figure out some other switches I can use. If worst case scenario happens, I'll take apart this. I don't want to lose this config. We have a second PCB and we have more plates, so I'm thinking I just do another whole assembly here because I kind of like the way this sounds a lot. Yeah, this is nice. This is cool. I'm genuinely shocked by how much I like this. I thought this was going to be a very like flat sounding keyboard. Again, to be truthful, very flat sounding I thought, but this has turned out to be exactly the opposite of what I thought this was going to be. Especially coming from that thicker plate too, right? It's been so long. I know I didn't like the last thick plate that I used. It's one of the Obscura switches, my variant of it. So it has a bit of a lighter spring. How do you spell whatever your favorite Alice board was? A-L-Y-S-I, oh God, Alyssa. So it'd be like this. I think it's like this. The board of the Kaiju is my Envoy. So it's the color Envoy that I'm going to be running with mode. No, this is cool. Very, very happy with the way this turned out. So here's my game plan with this moving forward then. I will be doing a second build with this sometime this week. I want to say tomorrow. We'll see if we have time. Worst case scenario, Saturday. I'll just add an extra stream in. I love the way this sounds. Very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, I want to try the PP gasket or PP top mount or whatever style mount that has. It's so cool to see the differences between the boards though, and how much I like both. Like these are both solid. I like the stark difference in sound too, right? Like that's a pretty stark difference. Nice. Very, very cool. But this is going to be launched on June 10th, I want to say, in stock. So that's also a big plus if you guys are interested in the transition. So in stock's huge. We like in stock sales. Can you show orbit again? Yeah, let me see where I put it. Variety is the spice of life. Yes, sir. Here's the orbit. Did I get a QK100? I'm probably not going to get a QK100. Well, let's be real here. There's that bottom piece, which I want to switch out for the top piece, but this is kind of where the orbit shines, is that really crazy 17 millimeter front height and that scooped kind of side there. Yeah, that's the Set Alpha. Again, also a very cool keyboard. I've been loving the differences in sounds we've been getting. I do like the brass bottom on this more. That curve, banana curve, I like it. This is nice. I love the violet on cream on this keyboard, by the way. This is perfect to me. Feels a little boring though. I don't think so at all. I think this sounds super crisp. I love the way it looks. Very cool. Very, very cool. Been loving the keyboards we've been getting lately. This is awesome. Like I said, my only major criticism for this board is the plates. I think the installation of the plates is a little complex in terms of how many options you get, but having options is not a bad thing. So I'm a little bit, I need a day or two to think on how I actually feel about that. But pretty simple build. I kind of liked it. Really no flaws that I saw. Typing feel, believe it or not, on this is actually not too bad. Like, still a little bit of movement there, which is awesome. This is the sandwich mount. Cool. Any idea, or if you're going to show us different plate switch setups on your Envoy? Yes, I'll be doing another build in like a month for the Envoy. Like a month-ish, I'd say, give me for that. These are ABS. ABS. I like me the ABS keycaps. Okay, we're gonna check something out now for Hawk. sitting on the desk over there. Hydrate. Thank you, Kilo. Hawk, are you still there? Oh, there he is. I see him. I see Hawk 80. All right. Bot is dead. Dude, I don't know why it keeps dying. Unfortunately, guys, there's not much I can do about the bot dying like that at all. When he dies, he dies. Okay. We'll use the S. It's still the same profile, and we'll use the A. Okay. Here's the CRP. We'll do verse all three, okay? ABS. CRP. It almost... So the ABS GMK is really definitely high pitch. I want to say CRP, like this is obviously deeper, not by much, but it's still deeper for the CRP. This sounds I don't know, maybe you guys can help me out. This sounds a little deeper, the MTNU. But not by much. Not by much at all. It seems to be very close to how the CRP sounds. These are PBT. They're double shot PBT keycaps. It's not by much. But you can see even the way that it looks from the top down over here, how it sits compared to the cherry.
Alexotos.
Show toe, huh? Hi, Basic Brian. Thank you so much for the prime, dude. Hawk, I hope that helps answer the question there. What's the headphones you're picking up? I use, what's it called? Campfire Andromedas. Do you by any chance have a Novel Keys Link player? Novel Keys Link player? What's that mean? Do you mean like an affiliate code? I don't, because I work for Novel Keys. I think Mike asked me at one point if I wanted one, but I feel like it'd be a conflict of interest, so I said no. Lone, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate you, man. Compared to the Shelby, how would you compare it? The Shelby I really liked. I visually thought the Shelby was like one of like the slickest looking TKLs I had for a while. I thought it sounded great too. The transition I would say is right up there. I like the transition more just because it offers more inside. So you get a lot more that you can work with, including the foams if you want to go the foam route. But this seems to have more overall options, which is never a bad thing. So, but the Shelby did have a little bit more of that, the PVD kind of polished bottom. This not as much. This is a little bit more subdued there. The thickness compared to GMK is about the same, like the ABS stuff, but the CRP, I would have to get calipers, but they look kind of identical as well. Don't look at just the black edge. There's also a bit of the white edge too there. Looks pretty close. Okay. Insti was paged. Page. What happened? Instigator. Sorry, accidentally pressed. Oh. Do you think they'll ever release GMK Dandy? Re-release it? Isn't there extras for Dandy still? I thought there was extras. What's the difference between IEM or something like headphones or AirPods? So an IEM is more isolated. You know, I mean, the AirPods these days can get pretty isolated too. But there's different drivers. There's different ways you can like run an IEM. These days, I use these for my Apple computer, but 90% of the time I'm using AirPods. They're just convenient. And dude, I'm gonna tell you guys a secret, okay? This is a secret as you get a little older. I'm not saying it comes with age, but it just comes with when you stop caring about things. Convenience matters. Sometimes having to sit there and like fiddle with wires and it's just not fun. So when you have something that's just like convenient and just easy to pick up, it matters a lot as you get a little older. You're not gonna, like, there are certain things I want to spend time on and certain things I don't. Like sitting here sometimes and like fiddling with the cords to my IEM and making sure they're comfortable when I can just slap out the AirPods, stick them in my ear. It's just, I know it's like a minute, but it's time that like I don't want to spend. I don't know. It's weird, but convenience really does matter, man. So I like IEMs, but they're not as convenient as something like an AirPod. Oh, is there no Dandy left in stock? That sucks. That sucks. All right, though, guys. Here's the, like I said, the game plan, just to reiterate. Let me actually just message not hi. Here's what we're gonna do. Either Saturday or tomorrow, we'll just pop in some extra switches or whatever I do with the other plate / PCB. And then we'll see how that PP plate sounds, or one of the other plates with top mount. I'm thinking that would be super dope. Really liked this. A lot of positives, a lot of pluses to this. I love the 3 mounting styles. That's super dope. Sounded pretty cool too for the sandwich mount, which is, again, something I did not really expect. So really cool. Really like this board. In stock, which is cool. Remember, if you guys do pick it up, you do need a PCB. It's kind of heavy too, but quite nice. I hope if you guys do plan on picking this up, let me know. I'd be interested to see who's actually gonna grab one and how you guys build it and what you guys buy. Very, very cool. But tomorrow we're gonna be doing the SAB 65, is it called? Which is another prototype build that I was asked to take a look at. Kind of last minute, because I think there's only 1 day left of the group buy. So that's gonna be one of those things where unfortunately there's not a lot of time to stew on it. But we'll see. We'll see what we're going to be doing for the rest of the week outside of what I have planned. It is a very busy week. We have the Matrix Navi, another Rama U80 we're doing for Box. We have the Sonnet for Kenny. And then we have the Win Z75, which everyone has been asking me about, which I'm a little surprised, to be honest, but also not surprised, I guess. But yeah, a lot of interesting things this week. Yeah, and Envoys should be shipping out soonish, guys. I don't know when, but which one are we bullying tomorrow? Or building tomorrow? We're building the SAG 65, and we're probably gonna do Brydro's second PCB on stream because we still have to do that for him. But let's see who we can go raid, because it is raid time. Oh, we can just raid Lydia. Oh, she's literally building an Alicia. Cool, we'll do that. Literally talking about that keyword and she's building one. That's funny. All right, though, guys. You guys have a good one. I love you guys. Take care, everybody. Hope you guys are doing fan-freaking-tastic. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at around 7 p.m. Bye, Rabbit. Take care. By the way, guys, Orbit. If you guys are planning on picking up the Orbit, dude, Rabbit's a cool guy. Orbit turned out so sick. Love the Orbit. Turned out great. Take care, everyone. Love you guys and see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.